A dividend is a percentage of a company's profit that it distributes to its shareholders, and dividends are decided by the board of directors of the firm. And meanwhile, dividend yield in percentage terms is a financial statistic or dividend price that shows how much a company pays out in dividends each year in relation to its stock price. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm Sage for Kalkinemedia. Well-established corporations pay dividends to shareholders regularly in the form of interim or final dividends. On the other hand, a firm does not have to pay a dividend to its owners, and a dividend can be paid in cash or extra stock. On this note, let's discuss three material stocks with more than 10% dividend yield as of 29th April 2022. First on the list is Fortescue Metals Group with the ticker code FMG on the ASX. Fortescue Metals Group Limited, or just Fortescue, is an iron ore mining corporation established in Australia. The company's primary focus is on iron ore exploration, development, production, processing and, of course, the sale of iron ore. Fortescue owns a fully integrated infrastructure and supply chain, including the 5-berth Herb Elliott Port at Port Hedland, Western Australia, towage facilities at Judith Street Harbour, and a 620-kilometre heavy hull railway. Company shares traded at $21.63, down by 0.46% on the 29th of April on the ASX, and on the 2nd of May they were at $21.49, being also down in the last 24 hours 0.64%. Fortescue paid an interim dividend of 0.86 Australian dollars or 86 cents per share on 30th March 2022. It carries a dividend yield of 13.66%. Second on the list is BHP Group, ASX ticker code BHP. Australian mining giant BHP Limited produces copper and uranium as well as copper smelter, copper refinery and precious metals. The company's segments include petroleum, copper, iron ore and coal. On the 21st of April 2022, BHP Group issued its financial year 2022's third quarter results, which significantly reduced output across the board, and BHP's gross iron ore output fell roughly 10% and nickel output fell roughly 13% in the third quarter compared to the previous quarter. The mining behemoth blamed the drop in output on COVID-19 related workforce shortages and temporary labour restraints. BHP has an annual dividend yield of 9.98%. The mining giant last paid an interim dividend of $2.08 per share back on the 28th of March 2022. The company's shares ended 0.02% lower on the ASX on the 29th of April, and today, 2nd of May, the shares are trading at $47.72, being down 0.60% in the last 24 hours. Last on the list is a Rio Tinto on the ASX as RIO. Rio Tinto is a diversified resources and mining corporation that explores a wide range of minerals worldwide, with a particular concentration on North America and Australia. Aluminium, copper, energy goods, gold, iron ore and other minerals are Rio's main products. On the 20th of April 2022, the company released its first quarter production results for financial year 2022. The company's Pilbara iron ore production in the first quarter of financial year 22 was 71.7 million tonnes, down 6% from the first quarter of 2021. And the 13.6 million tonnes of bauxite produced in the first quarter of 2021 were the same as the previous quarter. Aluminium production, which remained at 0.7 million tonnes, was 8% less than in the first quarter of 2021, and titanium dioxide slag production fell by 2% in the first quarter of 2021 to 273,000 tonnes. On the 21st of April, Rio paid a final dividend of $6.63 Australian per share. The company has a dividend yield of 12.61%, and Rio's shares ended the day's trade on the 29th of April at $112.83 Australian, up by 0.027%. And today, 2nd of May, the shares are down 0.09% in the last 24 hours, being at $112.72. Thanks for joining us on this report. If you like the information, please like, share, comment on the video below and subscribe to the channel. Press the bell icon. You'll be notified of the latest videos from Kalkine. For more articles, head to the website. It's kalkinemedia.com. I'm Sage for Kalkinemedia.